Looking around at all the organizations we have in the New North, one cannot help but recognize that our region is rooted in resiliency. There are so many great examples of both for-profit and nonprofits that have been planted, grown, and are thriving despite economic challenges. Those recognized by this award over the last 16 years for their excellence in workplace practices have discovered that it is precisely the striving toward continuous improvement and excellence in the workplace that has allowed them to surmount obstacles and rebound from challenges. This year, we are delighted to share a story and call attention to another exceptional organization that has taken the idea of resiliency through workplace excellence to new heights. As the award presenter, I and the team at Keystone Partners believe that when organizations put their people first by investing strategically in them, they in turn will be more committed to the work and company, fostering greater organizational resilience. Well, Ryan, you happen to be one of the longest standing members of the committee, and I was very excited when you said yes to presenting again with me this year. So would you mind sharing a few important details about our process of how we went about choosing this year's recipient for the New North Workplace Excellence Award?
Perfect. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. So let me just start off by saying I'm truly honored to be involved in selecting this year's recipient. I think you guys will see that it's truly an organization that's rooted in resiliency. So it fits perfect with the theme that we have going on here today. So on the award committee, we have a great team of HR leaders who volunteer their subject matter expertise and time each year, and they operate completely separate from the New North Board of Directors. So every October, organizations will submit a phase 1 application that's then reviewed by the selection committee, and that organization that submit those applications are then selected to submit a phase 2 application by the end of January that truly goes into greater detail about the challenges they were facing, actions taken, and results achieved. Applicants are then evaluated on 9 key criteria, from innovative leadership in HR practices to the ability to maintain a positive cultural impact over time. Organizations then with the highest ratings on those 9 criteria then become finalists, and then we have a subset of the committee that will make a site visit to each organization in the spring. And then after those site visits, the organization or the committee will reconvene to review the findings from the site visits with those organizations, identify award winners, and then notify New North about who the recipients are.
Whew, that's a robust process.
It is a robust
thanks,
process.
Ryan. We really do have a great team, and it takes a ton of effort to pull it all together each year. And I'm truly grateful to you, Ryan, as well as the rest of the committee for your dedication to the process and all the volunteer hours you put in. Everyone here in attendance, you received a summit program. If you happen to turn to page 4, you can see all of the committee members listed there. Please join me in thanking them. Well, today we recognize an organization that has achieved noteworthy results through thoughtful and innovative human resources practices. Ryan, please share who our winner is.
All right, drum roll here. So my pleasure, Lisa. So it's an honor to announce that the 2025 New North Workplace Excellence Award winner is Capital Credit Union.
Woohoo!
So to tell you a little bit about Capital Credit Union, they're a member-owned financial cooperative rooted right here in Brown County, Wisconsin. They have 24 locations across 16 counties, including 14 right here in the New North region. And they've truly been a cornerstone of the Northeast Wisconsin for over 90 years, providing financial access, care, and resiliency. Their guiding mission, do the right thing, one member, one employee, and one experience at a time, to strengthen the communities we serve, truly inspires them to develop innovative products and services that empower both individuals and communities to thrive. Capital Credit Union's 460 employees are at the forefront of creating a caring community. In partnership with Chapman Foundation for Caring Communities, they learn and practice empathy, care, and teamwork for the precise purpose of serving their members with heart. Capital Credit Union has prioritized the development of programs and opportunities that not only engage employees, but also increase member satisfaction and loyalty. A great example of this commitment is their 3-day course called Our Community Listens, which trains their employees in empathy-based communication. This program boosts professional collaboration and strengthens personal relationships, with many noting deeper bonds both at work and at home. In 2024, Capital Credit Union was honored as a caring workplace by the Chapman Foundation, one of only 6 organizations throughout the entire nation to receive this recognition. Quite a remarkable achievement, if you ask me, Lisa.
Yeah, really amazing. Only 6 in the nation. We in HR, and those of you out in the audience in HR, know that resilient communities are built from a strong foundation of caring families and caring employer workplace practices. Capital Credit Union has set itself apart by embracing a long-term focus and mission that puts care for others front and center. By listening carefully to its team members, benefits such as miscarriage time off, pet bereavement time off, and a sunset retirement program are all designed carefully and at the suggestion of employees themselves. With attention to building a caring culture, Capital Credit Union's workplace engagement scores have improved from 60% to 86% since 2021, which is 20 percentage points over the industry average of 66%. In 2024, Capital Credit Union was also ranked 21st in the fastest growing company list by Insight on Business. Capital Credit Union is truly making a difference for their associates, members, and their families, but they are also working toward the goal of more caring organizations in our community. Through collaboration with the Chapman Foundation for Caring Communities, Capital Credit Union shares its policies and initiatives, co-hosts classes with local organizations such as the Green Bay Botanical Gardens and the Salvation Army of Green Bay. Team members have been featured in podcasts and webinars highlighting their practices. Capital Credit Union's HR leaders host Reshaping HR roundtables to share best practices and innovative approaches to management. Over 84% of its team members have volunteered in the community, logging over 5,600 hours. With this sort of commitment to learning and growing, Capital Credit Union is definitely doing its part to ensure that New North stays rooted in resiliency. Well, accepting the award today on behalf of Capital Credit Union is President and CEO Lori Butts and several members of her leadership team. Congratulations, Capital Credit Union. Got to keep clapping until they get on the stage. Come on. Congratulations. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Congrats. 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 Guess you're holding it.
And Lori has a few words after a picture.
Well, thank you, Lisa and Ryan, for this recognition. And I know I'm the only thing standing between you and lunch, so I will do this unlike Lori style and make it short. You know, as Lisa mentioned, I'm Lori Butts, President and CEO of Capital Credit Union, and I'm joined on stage by some amazing individuals who have really helped us evolve our culture. And the first one there holding the award is Tammy Williams, our Chief Culture Officer. And next to her is Erin Mukovich, who is our AVP of Learning and Development. And then Ryan. Ryan Reith is our VP of HR. But I'm not alone here. We actually had the honor of being sponsored, our table sponsor, from Corinne and Network Health. So if the rest of our team could stand and be recognized. So it's interesting because while there are quite a few of our team members here, this is really just a key subset of our 475 employees serving 124,000 member owners across the New North. And we are doing that through programs like Serving with Heart, Leading with Heart, and you can see a common theme here in what we're doing. And I speak on behalf of all of our team members when I say we are deeply honored to actually receive this New North Workplace Excellence Award and are proud to join the list of those who came before us, because we have been learning from those organizations that came before us. And we know that we can be unique and different in how we approach things, especially since we are also very honored to be the first financial institution to receive this award. And I think what makes that special is that sometimes some of the things that financial institutions are faced with, it's serious business, right? And you have to have a high credibility, get things done, and do that. But what this award shows us is that you can be both. You can be both extremely caring for your employees and extremely caring for those that you do business with. And we're bringing that together in a way that goes beyond just the normal everyday caring. So I'll get back on my little script here, and then we'll get back to business. But essentially, this recognition reflects the incredible heart, dedication, and care our team pours into creating a culture where everyone feels valued, supported, and inspired to grow to be the best versions of themselves. As a credit union, maybe you don't realize this, but we are a not-for-profit organization. And it gives us a unique opportunity, and actually an important opportunity, to serve the underserved, while also providing a full array of financial products and services to all consumers and businesses throughout now 18 counties, 14 of which, as Ryan mentioned, are in the New North. But we're continuing to grow in order to really live our value of actually inspiring financial well-being for all through access, care, and collaboration. That's our vision statement. What we're doing is different. Well-being for each individual is different. Well-being for one person might be access to higher education, might be home ownership, or it might be the ability to travel the world after retirement or golf a lot. But the reality is, we can do all of that together through two key things: forward thinking and people practices, and then focusing on business results. It was interesting when they gave the introduction about resilience. When I came into the organization, Capital had an engagement score of 60%, and that just didn't set well. I want employees to feel valued, feel heard, love their jobs, right? We spend all this time at work. So essentially, we set out with the board of directors and the senior leadership team to develop a new set of values. And we have 6 unique values. R squared, which stands for relationships and results. There has to be a balance there. Inclusion, knowledge, and here's where it gets a little bit interesting: forward thinking, dreaming big, and having fun. How many financial institutions have having fun as their key value driver? So we do that. We create a work environment where people want to be there, they want to belong. Inclusion is a key part of that. But ultimately, as we get up here and tell our story, The reason we wanted to be even considered for this award is so that we can set the stage just like those who did before us, and we're trying to emulate what they have done as we sat and listened to Schreiber last year and those companies before. I hope we can inspire you with our story to do things differently and really bring caring into your workforce as well. So with that, I will end with one quick statement to Barb. First of all, Barb, it has been an absolute pleasure being on your board of directors under your leadership. You are one just incredibly special human being, and you're gonna just continue to do amazing things in the next chapter. So thank you for letting me be a part of that. And then lastly, I want to thank Keystone Partners, the committee, and also the New North overall for having this award. And then I'll leave you with this. This is the conclusion. I promise. So every Monday, I do a video. And at the end of that video, I ask something of our employees. And I'm going to ask it of you. Be kind and love one another. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Amanda Secor from Community First Credit Union.
Congratulations to our friends at Capital Credit Union, Lori, for this prestigious award, and thank you to Network Health for your Workplace Excellence Table sponsorship. Lori may have thought that she was the only thing in between you and lunch, but it's me, so we'll take care of this quickly. It's been a great morning so far, would you agree? We've heard from some great speakers today. The great news is that there's more to come. So after lunch, you won't want to miss attending one of the dynamic breakout sessions that are happening concurrently at 1:15 p.m. So we have Anne Franz. She will be hosting the New Manufacturing Alliance gathering upstairs in the Legends Room. That session is going to feature Mike Lee. He is a globally recognized speaker and best-selling author of New Rules for the Future of Leadership. It will also include CLA's update on practical and tactical ways to tackle tariffs, lots of T's there, and the announcement of NUMA's Future All-Stars Youth Apprenticeship Award winners. And then right here on the atrium floor, we're going to continue the afternoon. We have the honor of having Akeem and all of his energy come back to the stage to talk more in depth about his entrepreneurial journey. We'll get some updates from the new Launch Alliance regional pitch winners and learn from the Packer Mentor Protege program, and then we're going to hear directly from one of their proteges. After both sessions end at 2:30 p.m., networking is going to continue during the reception upstairs, so at that time you can please take the escalators up to the 4th floor. We thank Capital Credit Union for their reception sponsorship, C.D. Smith for sponsoring our entertainment, and Thrivent for the Growing Roots Finding Wings special activities. Before you leave, please see the New North staff to get your second summit gift. You've got your flip stick, but you also are going to be receiving a gift sourced by Vandehay Landscaping. Congratulations to Vandehay for celebrating 75 years in business this year. We thank Associated Bank and EUA both for their gift sponsorship. During lunch, please take some time for some social media moments next to the 20th anniversary sign to my right. And lastly, please decide who at your tables will take home the decorative centerpiece. If you're planning to stay for the reception, there will be a table at the base of the escalator, so you can leave it there, and then you can grab it before you go. And finally, we'd like to thank BMO and the Green Bay Packers for their luncheon sponsorship. Now, that's all you have to listen to from me. It's time to have some lunch, continue networking, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thanks for a great morning.